The next 3 videos will take us through how to do polynomial long division. The first way is when we have a polynomial that's simply being divided by a monomial, so several terms divided by just one term. And for this, the easiest way to do this is to just separate it into separate terms, so 10t to the 4th divided by 5t squared, keep the minus sign, 35t cubed divided by 5t squared, and then 5t squared divided by 5t squared, and then simplify each term. So 10 divided by 5 would give me 2, and then subtract the exponents. 4 minus 2 would be t squared. 35 divided by 5 gives me 7. 3 minus 2 gives me t to the 1st. And then 5 divided by 5 gives me 1. And t squared divided by t squared, those end up going away. So that's my final answer. So when you're dividing by a monomial, simply separate the terms and simplify each. Here's another one for us to try. Again, it's not necessary to recopy it if you can do that math in your head. I'm going to go ahead and recopy it for the benefit of those of you watching. Pay special attention to your signs on this question because I'm dividing by a negative, I will end up with some changed signs. Again, this step is not necessary. If you can do it in your head, that's great. So 10 divided by negative 5 is negative 2. 3 minus 2 gives me c to the 1st. And then 1 minus 2 gives me d to the negative 1, which means I'm going to have a d as the denominator. For my second one, I've got a negative 15 and a negative 5, and so that's going to give me a plus 3. 2 minus 2 is c to the 0, that goes away. 2 minus 2 is d to the 0, that goes away. So it's just 3. That's positive because of my negative and a negative. My last term, 2 divided by negative 5 is negative 2/5. So I could have written that as minus 2/5 or negative plus negative 2/5 as I did. 1 minus 2 gives me c to the negative 1. So I'm going to put a c to the positive 1 on the bottom. And then 3 minus 2 gives me d to the 1st, but it's a positive first, so it goes on the top. This would be my final answer for that question. This is one for you to try on your own, so go ahead and give it a shot, then press play to see how you did. Dividing the first term by 3x, I would get x to the 3rd, because I would divide 3 by 3 to get 1, and 4 minus 1 to get x to the 3rd. My second term, 6 divided by 3, would give me 2. Notice I kept the negative. And then 3 minus 1 is 2, so x squared. And my last term, 9 divided by 3, gives me 3. And then x to the 1st minus x to the 1st, that gives me x to the 0, which is just 3. So this is my final answer.